Shotclog. Let's go over this. Shot, like drinking a shot. Clog, like a clogged drain. Shotclog. Since we've decided to go with that, I guess we muddle through it. Someone sent, was it a tweet or a text? Someone said,
come from? Yeah,
I don't know. Someone was saying today, oh yeah, they said they spelled it Shawclaw.
Or Shotclog, C-O-L-D.
Yeah, I've got that.
I've seen them both. The W and a D.
Shotclog.
Jobi, you got to eat the mic, just so you know.
All right.
I think
I'm eating it.
Yeah, it was about 60-40 on people who were for and against that. But you still can find it. It's Doug Stanhope podcast. Well, you'll still find it. I don't give a shit. Hey, wow, did we make a social faux pas? I was trying to clean out some of the clutter under here, if you noticed.
Behind the bar.
Yeah, behind the bar, because you guys sent so much shit, and if we haven't said thank you very much. And I tried to clean it out, and I went through the box with all the police beats, old ones versus ones we haven't caught up on, and viewer mail, and I got some shit here. I don't know. Leo, let's get the name right. Leo Monsanti?
Leo Montani.
Montani. Leo Montani. Like plural Montana. Montani. Yeah, he sent a book, and evidently we goofed on it a podcast or two ago. Well, you recognize it. Chad Shank is here, Jobi is here, and Ggreg Chaille, and we goofed on the book because it's read the title.
The Essence of Influence: Practical Mind Control for Business.
Right. So of course we're not going to read it. And I'm like chucking shit out that I didn't even know we had talked about this. And it had a rubber band wrapped around it. Evidently,
the book did?
Yeah. And well, on further inspection, right before this went into the thrift store pile, well, there is a very important chapter in there after all.
This backstory is all new to me, by the way. I didn't know this.
What?
This part that you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, the envelope was inside the book with a rubber band around it. So we just read the back cover and went, nah, on the air.
So it was here last time when I was
Yeah, it was sitting right in there.
Holy shit.
So yeah, that was months ago.
Your name was on that.
Thank you, Mr. Montani.
So what happened?
We had an envelope marked Chad Shank
Retention Fund.
Retention Fund. Yeah. Chucked $500 Chad Shank's way.
Holy shit. I'm waiting for a second envelope telling me whose ass I got to kick.
You better check that box down there.
So if you are in business and you really need practical mind control for business, you have to pick up the Leo Montani book because you're going to be winning right away. I assume they all come with this envelope. The title is, go ahead, Chad, plug that.
The Essence of Influence, Practical Mind Control for Business by Leo Montani. And I'm about a quarter of the way through it now because I'm going to read this book.
It's a quick read.
Yeah, see how easy it is to get a plug on the air? Put the envelope on the outside next time.
Man, I'm glad you didn't throw that in the thrift store.
No shit.
I opened it up. I pulled out a $100 bill. I was expecting maybe a 20. I was excited as shit, and then realized there was more in there.
Kept growing.
Yeah, you're all cranky when you showed up, and
Now
ruined
you're in a
my
good
whole
mood.
bad mood.
Yeah. Money ruins everything.
yeah, it does. It really does, except for the bar and this whole place.
Money doesn't ruin the podcast, by the way. That's okay.
Yeah, you can also buy merch and help Chaille be retained. And you can get in the celebrity death pool. It's fucking that time of year, too. It's
We're winding down.
be Thanksgiving
Winding down
by
and
the
getting
time.
ready.
Yeah, we're winding down, getting ready, so this is a busy time.
Yeah, start doing your research for 2016 in the death pool.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I never do till I had shit to do. I gotta tape this special, and then I'm done. Go to South Africa for vacation. Do a Dave Chappelle vacation.
Are you leaving the airport this time when you go to South Africa?
Yeah, because Bingo's going. We have to
Go find
we
lettuce and
we get
chicken?
a couple nice hotels. There's two different parts of Cape Town that are supposedly both decent.
The white parts?
Yeah, pretty much the white parts. I'm no hero. I don't want to see the local flavor.
You're not gonna do any kind of research on like something you should see.
There's a fucking beach at one of the places.
Really?
I'll go to the beach.
Shipwreck Beach or something. I mean, where you?
It's a nice beach. Cape Town's supposed to be nice in the nice parts.
That's the south, right? That's the tip.
I don't know. I don't have a
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
road atlas.
I don't know. Don't look at me.
Hire a driver. I don't know if you have to hire like
Oh,
bodyguards and shit.
I would definitely do all
That's
that.
I know, like Johannesburg. You hire a fucking guy with a
Armed
gun
escort.
Yeah.
bulletproof glass
Hey,
shit.
maybe
I
you
don't
could
know.
get Pastorius to do a podcast interview.
That would be.
He's
great.
out, right?
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
I think they took away his legs or something for several months. I don't know.
Yeah.
I read something. They couldn't put an ankle bracelet on him because he didn't have any ankles.
Just get a drill. Just drill a hole in there, right?
What was
that
that
movie where they-
article or not? But I remember reading that.
What's the movie where they put the thing around their necks and if they tried to escape prison, it blew their head off?
Roots? Oh, no, what? It's the one. The guy's at the end. His head blows up. It's Scanners.
No, they're
Scanners.
prisoners and they have the bomb
Escape from
around
New
their-
York.
No, maybe. No, I don't think so. Fuck it. Who cares? It doesn't.
Scanners
just
had that
doesn't go
one
anywhere.
really good thing where the guy's head blew up at the end. It's like a big meat flap that went
never seen
forward.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
mind control. That's
That was a
Yeah,
mind
that's
control.
not even at the end.
Yeah.
I remember that. I
Michael
remember-
Ironsides was in that.
Yeah, he was the guy.
One of my favorite actors. Yeah.
So do we start with Paris just happened, but by the time this airs, no one will care. Right now, you're all sensitive on fucking Twitter about Paris
Angry
last
that
night.
so many people care right now.
Yeah, but like people that follow me. Like I wasn't hashtagging Paris to be a dick. Like if you follow me, that's what you should fucking expect.
I thought it was funny.
It was a fucking ripoff of another piece I wrote from my website after Dimebag Darrell. I just tweeted something about quoting the tour manager of the band arguing with the venue, saying, "No, you can't take those 118 people off the head count. We sold this place out. Who speaks French in here?"
So he's like, "Oh, oui, you didn't seem to hit our number. You're at only 95%.
Right.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah,
They may not have walked out of here, but they walked in here."
and there's some people in bands that even gave me shit. Like, you must have never fucking worked in your fucking garage band if you don't understand the fucking hilarity in venues and fucking tour managers haggling over fucking bricks and peanuts. Yeah, that's the fucking joke.
No, they never got to the level where they had a tour manager that tried
Yeah.
to, or a club manager that was trying to
Yeah,
jack
some
them up
cunt
on
from
the.
some band, fucking something Luddite. It's like, yeah, so the merch guy for that band was killed. So I hope you have another really edgy joke about that. And I went, oh, thank God the tour manager's okay, because I could really look like a dick in this one.
Yeah, if they ever found out that you wrote that tweet after you found out the merch guy died, that would really ruin it for you.
Yeah, the merch guy, it's his fault. He's at the front of the house. He's your first line of defense.
See something, say something, motherfucker.
They called that point man in the army.
Yeah. Watch my six.
Yeah, Chaille's going to do, when you're working merch, you're working security as well. It's by default. You're stopping problems before they happen.
Oh, and then you're taking care of the problems in the lobby because you already got them kicked out.
You know
and
the
now,
problem?
Yeah.
They probably had girls' shirts.
Yeah.
They had girl tees.
Pantera baby tees,
Yeah.
Bippy tops.
Bibby tops. He's putting up the Bibby tops going, we never fucking sell these. It's fucking
No, they'll
death
sell.
metal.
They'll sell. It's
Eagles
France.
of death metal. The chicks don't buy shit. Why am I doing that? He probably gets shot in the back. And that's the tragedy.
You're saying he's running for the door?
saying. You can replace a merch guy, but a good tour manager, Chaille, I've learned.
I get it if you know the people, but you're not gonna. I don't know. It's like less than 200 people. Did anybody cry when my mom died? No, because you didn't fucking know her.
Exactly.
Actually, Bingo and I cried a little
You
bit.
were
but
laughing.
We were laughing
Yeah,
so hard we
but-
cried. But
I used to do a bit about that because my dad died in 2001, just before 9/11. And, if there were every bumper sticker said, never forget your dad, I would be like, I want to forget my dad. I don't want to be reminded of this every time I go into fucking traffic. Jesus. It's just because they died in a weird way. That's why people like get all, airplane crashes get all the press in the world, but a bus crash, well, you can imagine that.
And the news is a for-profit business. It's like people think the news has their best interest or something. It's
that's what
for-profit.
Yeah, Derek said earlier today, 150 something people died in Kenya today and never got news.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Doug, Kenya's in Africa.
Oh, yeah. I hope we're not going
so
through
you
there.
know.
Yeah, I am kind of creeped out a bit about going to South Africa with all this bullshit going on.
Oh, with ISIS.
Yeah, I don't know where the fucking Mujahideen is. I don't know where these fucking people live. The beheaders. I know they're cranky anyway in South Africa. If you you take the wrong left turn. Oh, I never noticed you were having these troubles.
Get a map. Don't use GPS.
Yeah, they do the necklacing over there. They don't fuck around with the beheading, the swift chop. They do the put a tire full of gasoline around you so you can't move your arms, and then set it on fire, and so you run around wedged in the tire is burning.
Running to try.
Wow, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty horrific.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd like to do being beheaded. That might be kind of fun, but I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, burned to death and buried alive, two biggest fears, and as
Drowning.
I've said, those are your two options of what to do with your body. Three options now that you say drowning. Yeah, they can throw your ashes out to sea. They can burn you and drown you, or bury you alive. How do you prefer to?
It's interesting that fun to Chad Shank is the necklace or the beheading and finding $500 in an envelope. They're I don't know which.
It's kind of a fucking good day.
Yeah.
I started to open that envelope, and I'm like, wait, it just says to Chad Chang.
Yeah.
So I left it.
We're very aware that when things show up here with someone's name on it, we do not. It goes to that person.
Yeah, someone sent a box to Gretchen care of me. It's sitting in there.
Yeah, but I mean, Bingo gets a lot of stuff, and we just leave it for whenever she ends up opening it. But it's one of those things where that's a thing. This is almost a satellite of the post office that we will branch out and make sure they get that. But
Right.
It's on their
This is
time
a
schedule.
General delivery at 212 Van Dyke Street, Bisbee 85603. What was your road rage situation
Yeah.
before you got $500 and got happy?
Yeah, I was all fucking mad today. A guy pulled out in front of me, going 60 miles an hour on the highway. It's my wife's birthday today. I went and bought her a plant. Went to town to buy her a plant because I'm going to be here drinking
that's
with
right.
you guys.
Yeah, it's Ultimate Fighting tonight.
Yeah.
As we speak, it's the day after Paris and the night of the Ronda Rousey fight. Let's see which one you remember more in 2 weeks.
Holly
when this
Holm
airs.
against Holly Holm.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
So I had to go to town to do that, and I'm coming back 60 miles an hour down the highway, and a guy pulls out directly in front of me. I would have plowed right into him. I had to cut into the other lane without hardly looking to see if there was anybody there. I was just like, fuck it. I'll run them off the road rather than slam into him. Luckily, there wasn't anybody there. There was a guy right behind me, though. And so I fucking laid on my horn and flipped him off as I went through, and then I cut him almost off the road. And then he had the fucking audacity to come around the side of me and flip me off as he was turning to go the other direction. So I fucking cut off two other people while I flipped the bitch through the intersection. Kind of fucking ironic, I know. I'm sorry.
It's like a one-upmanship.
Yeah, I'm a fucking asshole. But so I chased him up through a residential area.
Is that why you're late?
Well, and I was trying not to. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. You ruined my good mood, but I try not to come around too much. And I think about why, if I'm hang around here too much, you guys will know, see the real me instead of fucking the guy that's having a good time, and then nobody will like me. So then I focus on that part, and I forgot completely about the part is if I hang around here too much, I'm not going to fucking like any of you. So I
get to that place by the
bit.
end of football season. I'm like, just get the fuck away from me.
Remove the TVs.
Yeah, there's no more of this. No, there's no Thursday. No, it's Jacksonville versus Tennessee on Thursday night. There's no football on Thursday.
So yeah, but that was my grumpiness, So, but anyways, now I'm not. But
Wait, well, you chased him into a neighborhood. I
Well,
really shouldn't have cut you off right then.
Like a low-speed chase,
It's
right?
anticlimactic. Yeah, it's a low-speed chase.
Okay.
I'm driving behind him doing the fucking what's up fucking with my arm out the window like, are you going to pull over or what, guy?
You're not trying to do a pit maneuver to throw him into the bank.
Well, I got to try to go. I'm not trying to go to jail. The whole plan is to knock him unconscious as fast as I can before he can hit me and then leave before anybody can see what happened.
We don't
and go
condone
home.
this behavior, by the way.
So
You're
I do.
out there.
Hey, don't
I
fucking
totally do.
You almost cause an accident and somebody flips you off. You just fucking take it like a man and just fucking go, sorry,
Wave.
I'm a fucking asshole. I didn't really cut off people when I went through the intersection. I just said that because it'd be funny. But
You almost pulled that off.
I just realized. But
I do that on stage all the time. If I have to like lie for a bit, then I'll tell you afterwards. That was really, and it fucks up all my momentum. But I have to be completely honest.
After you get the laugh. You get the laugh, and then you go
Yeah,
back.
if I find
You
myself
recant.
where I just bailed into that didn't actually happen. There's a bit I'm doing now where I didn't actually say it. I said to the guy that I was going to say it after I didn't say it. But now the bit only works if I said it. So it's a new bit.
I'm going to have to go over the transcript. I got lost.
Anyway, the point
I
is...
get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But the rest of the story is true. And but then not a lot happened after that. He wouldn't stop, and then he kept flipping me off out the window, though.
Is that on your way here?
And, no, it was before. It was my way home to take my wife's plant home. And
that got you out of her birthday and into watching chicks fighting? Sorry,
I don't
Beth, I hear you calling, but it's a Ronda Rousey fight. Your
Happy
birthday
birthday,
will
Jenny.
come next year.
Happy birthday, Jenny.
Happy
never
birthday,
hear this.
Jenny. Yeah,
She'll
she won't
never-
hear it. By design.
He's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he pulled over, and so I immediately threw it in neutral and pulled the emergency brake and jumped out with the trucks to the door open. And
Fight mode.
Yeah, I was running towards him. I wasn't running because I didn't want to fucking wind myself before I get there. But I was walking towards him.
A brisk.
Good
I
move.
was aggressively walking towards him, and he fucking took off.
Oh,
get
that's
his plate?
fucking great.
Yeah.
That I mean, for an opponent.
Did you get his plate to say that I saw this car hanging around a schoolyard and the guy was wearing no pants?
No.
Way more effective.
I did think afterwards that I should have used the phone trick where I'm fucking,
filming?
And the other thing that
yeah.
I immediately thought was when he took off, I jumped back in my truck and was going to follow him. But then I'm like, I'm going to be the guy who follows this guy to his house and then he shoots me and gets away with it
Yeah.
because I was the fucking...
On his property.
Yeah, I was the douchebag. So I'm like, I'm just going to
All
go.
George Zimmerman.
Yeah. So I left.
Yeah, the cart shaming move might have been good.
I thought about that after.
Well, don't we all?
Yeah. I was shaking. I haven't been that close to getting in a fight in quite a while. That was...
Well, you made the right decision.
This is the first time I've been next to Chad when he tells these stories, because while you were gone, I had a bar between him and I.
You're a little afraid right now,
It
aren't you?
felt safer. I'm in a
Yeah.
corner right here.
Uh-huh.
This is kind of weird.
Jobi is here, still from Oklahoma. He's got a few days left on his
He's on leave.
work furlough.
Yep.
And you got some death pool shit we got to go over before we forget.
Yeah. Let's talk death pool, I guess.
'Cause that
let's-
starts. Wait, is it the 15th of January?
Yeah.
It's a grace period because
Yeah.
we used to do it on New Year's Day. New Year's
But
Eve.
we
boom.
need to run the
Back
site
when we did it
yeah.
alone with just
Exactly.
our friends. We did New Year's Eve. That's where we all released our picks. And that was a big
right.
thing.
But we need that 2 weeks, that 15 days to wind down the rest of the year, the last year, and then start the new year. So
it would be a little overzealous to assume that people that are in death pool want to celebrate their New Year's Eve by 3, 2, 1. Who had
you
Marlon
pick?
Brando or whatever? What did he say?
I don't know. But yeah, we're winding down a bit at the end of this year, but I wanted to go over with
fun to do when I had more time off, and now it feels like finals where shit, I only have the week and a half to do research for Death Pool.
it's like fantasy baseball. It's just so intense, and especially for us towards the end of the year. But
it's great for everyone else with real lives and real jobs and family and shit, where you have to go to the in-laws for 3 days in KEOKUK, Iowa. You're like, oh, no. Oh, honey, I got to work on my death pool stuff. I only got a few days. I'll be down in a minute. I love your grandma.
I was wanting to work the trade round the end of this year, but Carlos Valencia is so far ahead right now. I don't think I can.
Yeah,
catch
he's
him.
crushing it.
Wait, is he in first?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
in first.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah,
wow.
he's killing
I'm in
it.
second.
Fuck you, Carlos Valencia, who
And this
actually
is-
had a very funny tweet about the Paris thing. He said, in order for 100 people to die at my show, I'd have to instill a 40-person bringer for any ISIS member.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's killing it. And this is not site wide. This is just in our league, just in our funeral home. But about I don't know, it was a trade round or two ago, combined with the weapons grade depression I was in and self-loathing. I had.
I thought you were still in that.
I am, yeah, but it was worse then. I had like 102.5 fever. I was like sick as shit and was doing petitions. And I wasn't thinking right. I could barely even see the screen, and I didn't add people that should have been added and denied people that should have been added. And so people were, really pissed off. Yeah, I've fucked up a couple of times here and there. So I decided, all right, let's get Chad Shank as a second opinion. So
An
I can.
appellate court.
So yeah, we can, someone else besides me, because I get all the hate mail. Let's get a second opinion in, and for the most part, we're generally like 90%.
Yeah, who's
going to
argue with Chad Shank? Even by email.
He will show up on your doorstep.
You can crank that open. We're smoking the fuck out of this place. Thank you, Derek.
But yeah, it's been I send Shank off, some
Shank off. I'm going to use that in my act. I was shanking off to this one girl.
What does that mean?
We'll hear the rest of the bit on our next tour.
It's actually very violent, but so yeah, he's helping out with petitions, and these are all fringe petitions. These are not like George Clooney, like these are ones that are on the fringe where could they be a celebrity? I'm not sure. And
They're
so
difficult.
Now someone else has seen it with their own eyes how difficult it is, and it's tough. It really is.
I immediately, and then you start looking deeper into stuff like, oh, there's a precedence for this. There's another guy like this one. And you're like, I can't fucking look at that. Fuck that. That's my suggestion to Jobi, was just to fucking make it. The answer is it's arbitrary, and your fucking guy might get admitted, and he might fucking not. And there isn't a reason, and fuck you. It's not a court of law.
Yeah.
It's death pool.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
without
you're
the
not
fuck
gambling
yous.
with us. It's not like
I'm
we
sorry.
determine the
Providing
outcome of our own
customer
pool.
service.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have your own league and you have your own friends. If you're betting, this is not a betting site. This is works out all the bullshit, so it makes it easy for you and your friends to bet. And
Sure, but everyone thinks because they have a right to an opinion that their opinion is right for everybody. I get that. And it's, I want this guy. My opinion is right.
I'm saying we play honest, and I've gotten shit declined where I'm bullshit. That's well. How about Jihadi John is
right.
Wikipedia dead?
Wikipedia dead. All sources say.
First of all, was he a legitimate?
Yes, he
Celebrity?
was in the database.
Really?
So I had a terrorist that got shut down that was on the lam.
All right, yeah, and some terrorists, some
chick,
ISIS
Turkish
members
chick, I
are in,
remember.
some are not. But Jihadi John made global news, so why
And
wouldn't he be?
Perfect timing, because I have him in this set that I'm gonna put on a special and never have to say again next week. So it made the beheading Jihadi John relevant again, just in time to film the special. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, I make this shit happen with my mind.
Sometimes you just run into it. It just falls in your lap.
I just hope the Paris shit doesn't get more out of control, so it's an elephant in the room that's not part of my set. But that's all right. I still do 10 minutes up front anyway. And
Throw
then
away.
Just like the last special. Like, eliminate all that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. And I don't want to have to sit through 4 minutes of fucking applause to watch a special on TV.
Well, no one's going to sit through it on the DVD, so what the fuck? Why would they It's a warm up. It's basically
Yeah, so I go
but you
out
don't-
and I address all the elephants, and the fucking cameras are weird, and it doesn't feel like it feels. The people feel like they're on stage when there's cameras going behind their head and over their drinks and shit.
But when you address it like that, you've now now like alerted everyone. Like, look, we all know what's happening here. We don't have to pretend like because now you've said it on camera. It's a great way to start a show,
And then the thing opens with you in the middle of a bit.
especially when you got 2 shows to do in a night.
No, yeah. This time
We're only doing one, but
yeah,
but that cuts a lot of
The
time.
other time I only did one show was the Oslo piece of shit, but that was a piece of shit for other reasons. I was like, it was all new material.
that's the bar. We just have to be better than that
Yeah, because fucking Hennigan got a deal.
on chairs.
No, cameras. Cameras. On chairs.
I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah, no, it'll just be one show, and it'll be 150 people, which is perfect.
Sold
That's
out
the
right
other
now.
problem with fucking everyone's special is in a theater. Yeah, we could have filmed at 3,300 people in London, but then you have 3,300 people fucking up your show with inappropriate applause because they think they're supportive. They're fucking up your timing. You're selling like 30% applause breaks when you play a theater.
And fight breaks.
Yeah, fight breaks.
This
So-
fight sponsored by.
So Jihadi John was, and now because Wikipedia says he's dead.
We decided to pull the trigger and award points today to everybody that had him. You know, it was, I don't know, it was
Really?
25 people.
No
and
shit.
You're
no, I
using
gotta-
Wikipedia as your
Well, and every news source that says, yeah, we're pretty sure
the
he's
news.
dead.
Oh,
and-
that's
we're-
that's better than Wikipedia.
yeah,
Don't
but
they
if
get
it's a
their-
general
if you never-
consensus, you know,
They're never gonna find his body.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but you know, and we've
chunks of
talked
a
about this
guy.
before as far as your perception of, you know, what a celebrity is, and you've always been kind of on the fence of the whole terrorist
No,
thing.
I don't like the terrorist thing.
All right, so
Yeah.
but if they're well known in that country or throughout the world and they're a terrorist, because this is a global game. This
How
is
could
not
you say Bin
I get it.
Laden wasn't a celebrity?
You're right.
so.
I don't- I-
There's
but
a
I still
Halloween
don't agree
mask
with
of
it.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Is there a Halloween mask?
That's a-
Defer to Spirit Store.
Yep.
Defer to the Spirit Store. I mean, and you
Criteria.
only get to do it 2 months of the year.
Oh, great! Now
If it
we only
shows
have
up.
23 celebrities in our database. Awesome. That's
No,
great.
if there's a dispute, then you go to we're going to wait till September 1st. We're going to head down to Sierra Vista and check out the Spirit Store. Can I see your excuse me, Brad? Can I see your terrorist section?
Is Freddy Krueger dead? I mean, is that on Wikipedia? I get a Freddy Krueger mask.
Well, that's another point is which I have to run through on a lot of these petitions is would you consider any politician that's either a congressman or a senator
Yes.
or above?
No.
See, and I'm with Shank on this. Okay, if you're just a senator in some shit podunk district, all right, and you've done nothing other than just be that,
a senator?
or a member of the Senate or a congressman, you know, that has done
State
nothing.
senator.
Yeah,
right.
I think that totally, because that is something that is inherently American and is something that is part of our.
Do you know all of them senators right
No,
now?
I don't.
Right.
But
you
they
knew
make
certain
news.
ones.
They make news.
Some of them do.
Yes.
Yeah,
Some
but the
of
So
them-
they
ones,
should be included.
The ones that make news should be.
but what if the
Oh, I
the
see
ones
what
that
you're
don't?
saying. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? He died. Trafficant was a good example. Everybody knows who that guy is. He's the one that had the Don King hair and the real radical views on stuff.
Sure, but if he's never made news and never done he or she has never made news, never done anything other than just hold office for 4 years, is that a celebrity?
So can you? So you can go back and check and like if they made news.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Then that would
Well,
be the
you
way to
read
do
the
it.
Wikipedia page.
right?
Yeah.
and you
It's,
say,
if
all
they're
right.
not notable, they're not noted. For
Notable.
anything.
There you go. Notable.
So-
and then you go to Chad Shank saying like, and then we have final say. Fuck off.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, yeah,
Because
basically.
if they're not notable, they probably won't have a Wikipedia page unless it just says they were a senator from 82 to 86.
and that's
Exactly.
it. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
and those usually I'll kick out.
They have to have done something significant.
Which would
Right.
be on their Wikipedia page. If
But
it was
then again,
significant enough,
like-
it would land on
And,
Wikipedia.
like
I
a-
donated to Wikipedia after one of the million fucking begging alerts. Hey, when you click on it, and somehow I treat them like a PBS. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
They'll be here.
public access.
But I actually did donate $30. I paid the if everyone paid $3 right now, we'd have this done in an hour. All right, here's 30. I got me and 9 friends. Fuck off. But then
1,
you still
2,
get,
3, 4. 5
that should
left.
immediately disappear from your Wikipedia page
Yeah.
once you
Oh, they
donate.
probably solicit you more after that, I'm sure.
The fucking what is it?
go to the
Twitter
sucker
does
folder.
this while you were away thing. Did you like this or not? And either way, if you say didn't like it, you still get it.
I was away.
On
and
Twitter, did I
On-
say
no,
Twitter?
they didn't
Twitter,
say
I'm
Twitter,
saying
yeah.
Twitter. I mean, on Twitter, you go to your feed while you are away, and it's like your friends and shit
Yeah.
that you talk to the most. I don't know how they pick them.
Oh, they
See,
know.
I think it treats you differently though, based on your level of things. I got more access recently, like as I got more followers from the podcast. They give me more access to see, like I can view tweet activity and see how many times my tweet's been viewed and shit.
Let's
I
see
didn't
who
have
gets
that.
verified first.
I don't think
Bingo or Chad Shank.
Let's do that. Let's try and get Chad Shank verified. Chad, he tweets quite a bit.
Well, is everyone following at HD Fatty? First of all, are you
should be.
all on fucking Twitter? Stop with the Facebook. It's silly. Get on Twitter. That's where all the fun shit happens. I was shit-based and just fighting with people about the Paris attacks all night. I don't do that on Facebook. You're missing all the fun. So
Let's get him verified.
let's get back to Jobi.
Funny. All right.
We'll get Chad Shank verified. Chad Shank will get Chad Shank verified.
Yeah.
By threat.
Yes. Just by a stern look.
That's right.
So back to Deathpool.
Yeah, it's really it's you know, as far as petitions go and definition of celebrity, I get a lot of hate mail. Not a lot, but I mean the handful of guys that are pissed off because you allowed this guy in and didn't allow that guy in, and they actually do their homework. And yeah, I've fucked up a couple of times here and there, but it's fucking Deathpool.
Human error.
Yeah.
Part of the game. You know what? That was a fucking ball, not a strike. In hindsight, yes, it was, but fuck you.
But now we have Chad Shank, so it's no longer human error. It's right.
And listen, if you can't read between the lines, go and update the Wikipedia page to fucking say what you want it to say before you make your submission, you fucking retards.
Exactly. It's easy.
Doug Stanhope almost tapped to be the host of Family Feud.
It's Wikipedia, for fuck's sake.
Do you have Jobi,
Wikipedia used to say that I was a cast member of The View on ABC. I was born a hermaphrodite.
Nice.
Because, my fans, I did that. It was a lot looser back then. You could go in and I think it's more tightly controlled.
Yeah, now that they hit their funding, Mr. $30.
Yeah.
They're checking everything.
Oh, and when you say I get all these angry emails, you have to understand all my emails are angry. You fucking asshole. Hey, faggot, you fucking douchebag. Why don't you ever play Alabama? We love you down here. You can stay in my house, you fucking jerk off. So yeah, don't take angry emails seriously.
Oh, I don't. It's Deathpool. It's not serious.
Yeah. But don't assume they're angry. They just
They need to
they
bitch
like
at something.
to talk like that.
Yeah, I'm glad that they can bitch about something, and it's us.
Associated with Doug Stanhope, there's an inherent tone that accompanies every email, even if they're praising you. There's something I'm like, hey, Tracy, read this. I think this guy hates me. And then I find out he donated me $20.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Here you go, queer bait.
Yeah, it's strange when it's not in person because you immediately read
Tone.
your mood.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Yes, you
Yeah.
read your mood.
Yeah.
So if you wake up looking for a fight, fuck you.
Towards the end of the year when I get 40 to 50 petitions a day, and I'm already irritated, and they're all fringe celebs now, and
So
and,
that initial, hey, you fucking asshole. You're like, "Fuck
okay,
you."
yeah, I want to try
People with default photos where they're flipping off.
Translate that to hello.
yeah.
All of these people
Howdy.
should read The Essence of Influence by Leo Montani.
Nice.
So get your shit together. For
Play some Deathpool. If you got any suggestions for the site, which the Code Monkeys are supposed to be doing a bunch of stuff on it, email
what team
me.
is in number one?
Let's see.
Well, figure it out.
While you're looking it up, Jody, I'll ask you a question.
All right.
Do you have that somewhere in the rules of Deathpool, like the overall encompassing rules of like, and by the way, last rule, we have the final say.
Yeah, petitions it's in there. If we deny it, it's done. So I mean,
It's not like they're gonna sue you.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's like
I lost $140,000 in my high-end whale death pool.
a whale.
Yeah, I'm a Chinese heavy gambler businessman. I fly in my private jet.
I spend most of my year in Macau, but then I spend 1 week
with
the
my
first
death
week
pool
of January
friends
with my Deathpool friends
in a dimly lit room. A lot of red velvet, black leather.
Deathpool LARPing.
Wonderful.
All right, let's go to break on our best joke.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get
Okay,
back
wait.
with that.
Hang on a sec. If you guys want to email me, more hate mail is great. You can email me directly at reaper@dscdp.com, or follow us at Stanhope CDP or Doug Stanhope Celebrity Deathpool on Facebook. And play some Deathpool. Let's get it going for 16. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
Well, you got it up. Who's the top team now? Because we're not the fucking top team.
What's your
That bothers me.
funeral home?
We're not even close, I don't think.
It's we're in
We're the Vultures, right?
Actually, we're in 9th place. Doug Stanhope's
Jesus.
Vulture Club. But
Let's start vetting who we invite into Deathpool.
yeah.
Well, I mean, aren't you supposed to?
No, I'm saying because we're playing against other teams in theory, not for money, but
Yeah, for bragging rights, basically. But
Right.
it's Burns Funeral Home and Crematorium is number 1. So yeah, they're.
Oh, Lorena's Kitchen is the one. Those were the ones we tried to do the podcast with in Victoria, BC.
Oh yeah, they're in 2nd place.
With the baby and spaghetti?
Yeah, they had. That's their default, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They had the friend that ate her baby and spaghetti, but they didn't have any good story, and I was still kind of half tripping from the night before on acid, and I was having I couldn't.
And
I had to
listeners,
go,
if you
"All
want,
right, this
if you
podcast
wonder what he's
over, I'm
talking
sorry."
about, that's one of the lost episodes.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
All right.
That Dick Scott is this guy who tweets at me all the time. He's in 3rd place with "You can't spell funeral without fun."
All
so
right.
he's a good guy. It's top 3. So play some Deathpool and hit us up.
Yeah, we'll be back after this cocktail. Cocktail. Holiday special.
Yes, holiday special.
The boss went out of town and Chaille went crazy. You fucking Tracy and Chaille are leaving us alone for like 3 weeks or something, and then you come back and then you leave for another 3 weeks or something.
No, we're leaving for 10 days, and at which time we'll still take orders, but then we leave in December because we have family, and we go visit them during the holidays.
All right, well, the Chailles have left me high and dry. Merch orders stop on December 13th. So you have enough time to get your merch order in for yourself for Christmas. Because you don't buy my shit for someone else. Not off the podcast. It's not like your wife is listening to the podcast going, oh, what can I get them that's on sale? You have what do you have? What's your special, Chaille? What's your merchandise?
Well, we've got the new Funhouse Fanatics football patch.
Yep.
And we're going to throw that in with a sticker pack and a t-shirt. Whatever t-shirt you want. We'll set it up that way.
All right. What t-shirts do we have?
We have the podcast t-shirts. We have the Killer Termites.
Do you still have UK t-shirts?
We've got plenty of
Fucking
t-shirts.
UK t-shirts. Get them over here because, most Americans don't even have a passport. They'll never go anywhere. They'll go to the Cape. They'll go to fucking Smudgeon Island.
Smudgeon Island?
Yeah, somewhere right near where they go that has a fucking pond.
Just that far out of international waters?
Yeah, they'll never fucking go to the UK. So get a UK poster and a UK t-shirt.
I love that idea.
Yeah, and then say, oh, yeah, I saw him in Copenhagen. Yeah, frame a fucking UK poster and look worldly in front of fat girls that you meet at fucking Comic-Con.
We'll have a holiday special available at DougStanhope.com.
Yeah, the way I'm losing my mind and my body's falling apart, it should be worth money pretty soon. You'll sell a t-shirt for double the price once I die soon. And you say, oh, I ordered that because of this commercial where I pretended to be at the UK. Help Chaille help himself. I'm Doug Stanhope, and I approved of this commercial. Pop Off Vodka. We haven't our longest sponsor. We haven't pitched Pop Off Vodka for a while. Hey, Pop Off Vodka, people. It's a plastic jug so big you can crawl inside with all of your deepest fears and still fit comfortably. Pop Off Vodka. Go down to the bottomest shelf of your local barred window retail liquor establishment in that part of town. Get yourself a bottle of Pop Off Vodka. It makes you smile like you just got 500 surprise dollars in the mail. And now back to the podcast, already drinking Pop Off Vodka. Yeah, we haven't pitched Pop Off Vodka. I don't know why we pretend to break for. I guess we do make a drink, but then we just pick it up like we're still talking. It's not like there's a big break.
I'm just trying to think of it's the first choice from the last shelf.
Drink Pop Off and drink with the stars of the Doug Stanhope Shotclog podcast. I don't know. I must have got mentioned somewhere in some Sports World podcast. I kind of think Artie Lang maybe dropped my name because, again, a 2-day period, all these sports writers, verified guys. Chad Shank still not verified.
We checked.
Yep, over the cocktail break.
At HD Fatty.
How many followers do you have to be verified?
They just, I don't know how it works. It's a secret skull and bones kind of right that I don't even know.
I don't even know if the death pools.
No, you're not
You're
verified.
right.
Doug, maybe you can get one of your influential friends to drop a line to Twitter.
You know who got me verified?
Who?
I'll tell you. Fucking Dane Cook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dane Cook. Hey, do you want me to get you verified? You have to, they'll send you this, and you have to fill out this and this and this.
Well, you and Dane always, no one knows this, but I don't know. I hope it's okay to talk about it. You and Dane always spend the December 26th together at Morning's Cafe here in Bisbee.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and that's a sweet thing that he did for you.
Yeah, because when I moved when I was run out of LA and put in my personal Siberia, Dane Cook said, "Hey, I know what it's like. I was accused of stealing jokes. It's the same thing." And so he comes down on a missionary kind of thing right after Christmas.
The same thing as being on the Man Show?
But he did. He said, "Hey, I can get you verified." And
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
what
great.
that means, but I'll do that. Sure.
That's
and that
funny.
fucking blue check, every day I go, ha, I'm blue. When you're blue checked, you can see. This is how I know about Joe Buck. You have a extra button that you can see just your verified comments or notifications. So you're just a fucking cool people. I don't care what you say, proletariat. I want to see what the verified people are saying about my tweets.
I knew there was different levels of access. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very Illuminati.
We'll get you there, Chad.
It's hugely Illuminati.
As soon as we figure out how to do it, we'll get you there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the
I've
card.
been to Ground Zero. I've been in the Twitter compound. I've been at the Bohemian Grove of Twitter, and it's fucking amazing where they work. It's like half of the rooms are game rooms with like a foosball and video games, like stand-up video
Beanbag
games.
chairs.
A
and
Segway in every corner.
Pool
Yeah,
tables,
it's beautiful.
like that. You
Yeah.
walk into the place. You initially walk into the buffet, where at lunchtime they had a DJ working the buffet, like a Caesar's Palace buffet. They had a bowl of bacon, like a giant bowl of just crisp bacon. I'm sitting there. I have pictures with me and Hennigan just eating bacon out on the what do you call that? Croquet.
On a
on
pitch.
the roof outside
Yeah.
of just the buffet. They have a rooftop patio that's like a football field of benches and then fucking mini golf. I don't know what they had. They had
like
all
a
sorts
chill,
of shit
like a chill area.
up in San Francisco. And then they gave me the tour of like 2 or 3 floors of shit. And then it's just mostly people. Like, did you stage this whole thing for me? It's like the movie The Game, where he finally finds all the people that have been fucking with him and they're all in the break room and shit. It's just everyone's sitting there all like done up.
Truman
I said,
Show
this
type.
looks
Truman
like-
Show. I was going to say Truman Show.
This looks like if you were staging a set for a college brochure and everyone's lounging in lounge chairs and reading. No one's working at all. There's all these people. There's a DJ cranking out fucking tunes.
Everyone's in smoking jackets and
it was amazing. It's how every business should work. Like if you had to hump boxes at UPS, my go-to shitty job, but it was like all fucking cool and stuff. I don't know how you could make UPS cool, but go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say when you leave, they're still not working. It's not just for you.
Looked like
it is a lot of there's a lot of activity like a beehive. Somehow the honey gets made, but all the things you're seeing doesn't make the honey.
What do they do?
I don't fucking know.
They gather data and sell it.
Yeah, 270 people or 3,000. I don't know how many people work there, all deciding whether or not Chad Shank gets verified.
Yeah. But I worked in the corporate world for a couple of years at Real Networks. I would love to go back in time and know how bullshit it was. At the time, it was vital. I needed a job. And I really tried to. I was in earnest.
But this
in
is a
everything
place
I did.
you go, I want to work there. Oh, you can do your work on a fucking iPad and some
anywhere.
IKEA Copenhagen fucking lounge chair, leather weird furniture like we have over at the other house.
Yeah,
the
when you decide that it might be too much to come in every day, you go to HR and then you figure out a plan for you not to have to come in every day. It's fucking amazing. I didn't know about all this shit until I quit like a fucking asshole. I could have gone in and a guy told me from Major League Baseball, he said, fuck you. And my fucking boss wanted to know if I wanted counseling. Because a guy goes, fuck you. And I'm like, no, that's just the way this is satellite acquisition. This is pretty heavy duty. It's intense, right? And this guy was like, is there anything we can do? Do you want to speak to someone? For a guy saying, fuck you?
Yeah.
I could have fucking owned that fucking floor.
Hashtag prayers for Chaille trending
Jesus.
now. Let us never forget.
Never forget.
I'll tell you right now, these days are
We have to
a
even-
malingerer's dream. It's where we're living in.
Malingerer's Dream. If you ever get an act, that's the title of your first CD. Malingerer's Dream. So someone must have mentioned me in some kind of sports, I don't know, podcast or world, because in 2 days, Joe Buck, the announcer,
hate him.
he follows as few people as I do, like 230 people or something. And why? And Dante Culpepper.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then all these verified writers. I'm like, what the fuck? And I tweeted that at Joe Buck. I only like the uniforms. I watch a lot of sports, but I like the betting line and the uniforms. And in Ronda Rousey's case tonight, I hope she loses, but she probably has the better uniform, let's say, to not sexualize.
They'll have Reebok uniforms.
Yeah, it's always weird when Anthony Bourdain follows me. Like,
I love Anthony Bourdain.
Oh, no, he's the only guy that he's not even really a cooking guy.
What?
But he's not.
He is.
He's a
Kitchen Confidential? Did you read that?
The point is, his show is not. He's not.
No.
Every single other cooking guy is a complete fucking tool.
Yep.
Like the worst. Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver, go down the Guy Fieri.
Oh, Jesus.
I'd pay Chad to smash his fucking face flat.
I'm gonna make a drink while you guys talk about fucking cooking shows.
But Anthony Bourdain, I gotta fucking tweet him after the show.
Absolutely.
After this,
He
has my fucking bucket list. I actually got my phone to do this and forgot. I watched on Netflix. Oh, see, I'm all over the fucking map here.
Focus, Stanhope.
I got some Netflix recommendations. Dupe. He's doing this thing with Bill Murray.
Anthony Bourdain is?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's New Orleans or something where he hangs. That's the only thing I have on my bucket list is to get drunk with Bill Murray. And I'd say my time's limited because of him
And you.
but yeah, I might be too. And this segues into the fucking Netflix because I watched Glenn Campbell, Here I Am.
Yeah. Yeah, his last one.
It starts with him getting diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, do you know what year it is? And he's like, it doesn't concern me. You know, these are things that just, I put them out of my head. Do you know who the president is? You know, again, it's one of the...
Some dick.
But
I don't know.
my memory is like just walking from here to go check the fucking pork. Oh, shit, we got to check the pork.
We do. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, it was scary. At what point do you... Because I was talking to Bingo about it.
Pork?
What was I talking about?
I was making a drink, but I think Glenn Campbell was making a pork roast. I missed part of it.
But where you don't have that option of suicide, where you get diagnosed so late that you're like, I'm going in there to kill myself, honey. You know, we've talked about it, and the end has come, and then I go in and I check the pork.
Like
Forget about it. And
like Robin Williams had enough, like enough wherewithal to attempt and successfully kill himself, knowing full well what was ahead of him.
Right.
Doesn't
Yeah,
time-
but, you know, hang yourself,
preemptive
that's
strike.
shitty.
Right. But by the time he got diagnosed, he was already kind of lost. He could still remember how to play guitar. I could do the tit fuck joke, but I go down to fucking Ace Hardware to get a rope. I'm buying thumbtacks. I'm buying paint.
Zip ties are on sale.
Yeah. And then they have to remind him that he has Alzheimer's, and he doesn't believe them. Where did that rumor get started? It's fucking scary. So I think I'm going to kill myself now, but I'm going to wait for Ronda Rousey, see if she loses. Because if she loses, I have to stay alive for the rematch.
She's not losing.
I don't know.
This is a chump fucking setup.
Yep, Buster Douglas, baby.
Oh, yeah.
As another, I watched 2 documentaries on back to back almost in 2 days. Champs on Netflix, and then the 30 for 30, both about Holyfield Tyson.
You tweeted one that I watched because I was doing absolutely nothing, and I saw it almost as soon as you tweeted it, and it was about those kids in New York.
That's so good.
Wolfpack.
Oh, Wolfpack is fucking brilliant.
That was awesome.
I'm like, this should be nominated for Academy Award, but it's in the running. I looked at their Twitter feed after I didn't tweet that and went,
It was interesting.
And it's all still new because that just like that guy, he has a Twitter account, the oldest kid on that, and he's like in Sweden at the film festival and stuff. He's got like a life now and stuff. It's
oh, yeah,
interesting.
see, I looked him up on Facebook, but then I get distracted and didn't follow through.
That kid should be. I would rather that kid be elevated in celebrity than any of the Kardashians because he actually went through some shit.
I couldn't tell the kids apart. There's 3 that I couldn't tell apart, even after they cut their. Well, at the end, I'm not going to give shit away, but
There's not. I'm waiting for the next documentary because it was so incomplete. Like there's so much more to that story.
Like
Yeah.
you want that kid.
you want
like,
that to be a series.
But that
Oh,
kid,
fuck,
he
yeah.
like their take on cinema, and they're like,
Let me explain to anyone listening. They're not Amish people. But imagine an Amish kind of lifestyle where they don't get to leave into society, but they live on the 23rd floor of a housing project in Manhattan in a shitty neighborhood, and they just don't leave. They're late teenagers.
15 before they
Basically, they've been in a cult by their fucking
Jehovah's
crazy
Witness.
ass dad.
They're
That's
Jehovah's
what-
Witness. is
I'm
what
gonna submit that dad to the death pool. That guy's gonna fucking kill himself. I'm telling you
No,
right now.
he'll die from
they're
alcoholism.
too narcissistic. That
He
fucker.
sits in his bedroom and drinks wine all day. That's why he's not in the
listens to the Beatles and makes sure no one leaves the fucking property and slaps his
In a
and
housing
slaps his wife.
project.
But now that world is crumbling down.
It's but the kids, they've learned most of life through movies. So while they sit in this, I assume 3-bedroom tenement,
yeah.
there's 7 kids, and they recreate all these movies. They're
all actors. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
They can all go out and become actors because that's all they've ever done their entire
Let's
life.
not even try to just watch the Wolf Pack.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's and it's subtle. It's not bang over your head. It's
real.
there's
It's a very
so many.
It's intermixed with handheld like novice videotape of like real life situations and then recreations, and it's all using them.
Yeah.
It is. I thought that was very.
One year
gritty.
we went out 9 times, and then another year we only went out once, and then there was the year we never went outside.
Yeah.
And then
they
they
weren't
go
allowed
outside.
to make eye contact with other people.
Yeah.
When they did.
Or talk to anyone when they went outside. The Lost Boys of Sudan. That's what it reminded me of. If you've seen that documentary, they take these refugees from the Sudanese war, and eventually, after time, they get some Christian missionary place in Minneapolis to fly a bunch of them over, and they show them on an airplane. So they've lived in nothing but BC, like, no running water, nothing. The middle of Sudan desert, eating gruel, and then you show them on a plane, and the one guy's eating the pat of butter that comes for his roll, and he's eating it. And he's like, it tastes like soap. I prefer our gruel.
Yeah. I watched that one. When they got to their apartment, they would take like crackers and milk and make gruel to eat while they had an apartment.
Yeah.
Crackers and
Like, grind it all up in a glass with like a mortar and pestle.
So this is kind of like that, where these kids have lived in fucking Manhattan.
Excuse me, pass the bugs.
Yeah,
Shaking bugs on like a fucking condiment.
Knocking on neighbors' doors.
where they know they have all the outfits of Reservoir Dogs. And they know all
Wolfpack. Going back to Wolfpack.
Yeah, Wolfpack has all and they have the outfits and they know the dialogue by heart. And the guy even does Steve Buscemi perfectly.
Yeah.
And they're
wearing an afro for the fucking
with
Vince and the other guy. The
Pulp Fiction. He's
Yeah.
dressed up as Samuel Jackson the kid, and he's got the weird sideburns,
but like with a Sharpie. It's
Yeah.
not. There's, no one's doing any crepe hair, but he's got a wig, and when they do the
Star Wars, and they made full
all of
outfits.
the guns are made out of. He did Batman, The Dark Knight, and it's like, I've made this out of cereal boxes and a yoga mat. I'm like, brilliant. I love it,
fucking
and it looks good.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. Okay, so the Wolfpack. The other one was Rubble Kings. Did you watch that one yet?
Didn't watch Rubble Kings.
Fuck! It opens with a graphic that says, in 1979, Warner Brothers released, or whoever released, the movie The Warriors.
Oh yeah.
9 years earlier in New York City, the reality was even worse. Far worse. Whatever. It's those gangs existed in the 70s. Like, I dismissed that when I added it to my list, but it had the word hip hop in it. It was the birth of hip hop, and you go, I don't want to watch any more about fucking hip hop. It's just, how did Keith Richards phrase it? It's a lot of words with very little meaning. Meatwig's gonna get on the fucking mic.
So Rubble Kings
Kings.
had in its
Did you watch it?
No, I haven't, but I remember you talking about it. But just because it had hip hop somewhere in the description of it
was.
You were going to dismiss it.
I was gonna dismiss it.
Should I watch The Warriors before I watch Rubble Kings?
Warriors, come out and play.
No, I haven't seen Warriors.
I don't know.
Really?
There were literally gangs every block in that time, and like biker gang. They all wanted to be the Hells Angels. They said that in the movie, but they couldn't be the Hells Angels. But we can steal the look. It wasn't like Crips and Bloods. It was black or Puerto Rican or even white gangs. But every block was a gang. It's fucking amazing.
So should you watch Warriors before that as juxtaposed
if you're a tit
Rubble
fuck
King?
joke kind of fan, watch Rubble Kings. If you're a fan of something a little more,
I want to get it. Yeah.
Watch Warriors.
Yeah.
I'm talking for the listeners. You'll like both.
What is there was one that I watched not too long ago. Fuck, no, I don't remember. Never mind.
What was it about?
I don't know. I'm stoned.
Here's the thing. Because I had to do, after we got home, we were binge drinking for 3 out of 4 days. And then finally, after football was over, I did a 24-hour Netflix rehab. Like, all right, I know I have a lot of shit to do, but I'm just literally going to stay on the couch, except for pissing and snacks from the refrigerator for 24 hours. I might have slept 3, fallen asleep in and out of fucking Netflix dumb shit. And I watched a lot of awful stuff, but I don't tweet, "Oh, this is awful, don't watch it." It's just a dick move. But I get like 3 5-stars out of 24 hours, and I can't remember what the other one was to save my fucking life. But just one after another after another. That's why I rate them, because I know if I watched it or not. Because I've watched, you go 40 minutes into something and go, "Oh, I've seen this."
Tar Creek was one that I watched on Netflix that you might like. It's a super fun.
We don't get sponsored by Netflix. You know what? We should just say on a subscription.
on one of the subscription streaming channels.
Yes.
Tar Creek. It's
All
in
right.
Oklahoma. It's about a mining community, but they started recognizing that all the kids were retarded or something.
Oh,
and
you told me
they,
about this. Yeah.
Like
Did I?
everywhere else in Oklahoma.
Well, it was more of an anomaly than the other retardation that's prevalent in Oklahoma.
Okay.
So they checked
Super
it out.
retarded.
Yeah, super retarded. They ended up.
It's not how the school system made them. It's how they showed up.
It's basically.
The before picture.
It was basically how fucked up it was. The government, they kept contributing money to the super fund. They spent $70,000 per property to dig up like 8 inches of dirt and move it out. And put new
Topsoil.
dirt in.
Right. Yeah.
And then later they were like, "Okay, that didn't help. You guys all got to fucking just go." And there's like 80-year-old people who've lived there since they built their little shit shack.
Wait.
And they're like, "We'll give you 20 grand."
Didn't this happen to you in Globe?
Well, no, my cousin lived in a place where there was asbestos.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, and they ended up making everybody move out of that place.
Because they did the same shit in Bisbee because the mines were here. So, yeah, the one lot we had torn up by the mining company, Freeport McMoran.
Yep.
And, yeah,
Actually, they're a sponsor, so be careful.
But no one has kids here, so there's no problem with having retarded kids because it's all artists and homosexual. So kids are not really an issue here.
Well, and retardation doesn't really show up when you're around those people. Everybody's kind of retarded, I think.
Yeah, well, they're not wall-eyed with giant heads.
Yeah.
Only the
You
cool
mean drinking
ones.
the water is going to affect my sperm? Can I get it by the gallon?
The sperm or the water?
Whatever.
Bang! Right back to Chad Shank. Asbestos is a whole different story.
Yeah.
My cousin Ryan and I used to sit they lived in a trailer park, and we would sit in the backyard and dig.
This Globe, Arizona is another old mining town.
Yeah.
The mine's still in play there.
Yeah, I worked in the
Yeah.
mines in Globe. I describe it as Bisbee without artists or tourism. It's if
Right.
Bisbee was still working, it's a shithole.
Yeah.
And
Without nice
Keep
things.
Globe black-lunged.
oh god, there's churches and bars in equal amount there. But anyways, we would sit. There was a giant pile of white asbestos with like 100 yards from us. We'd sit there with spoons playing cars in the backyard. And then whenever they figured out, oh, that's fucking bad for you, like I remember I was a little kid, but I remember like they crushed everybody's place in house.
Like
in
you-
place.
They threw you out of where you were living, right?
Well, my cousin.
I remember we talked about this when
yeah,
I
my
were
cousin.
hammered.
It was my cousin's house, but I stayed there a lot with my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin because my mom worked 2 jobs and stuff, and I stayed there with them. And then so I was there a lot, and
But didn't they like you have to go right now? You can't bring your shit.
that's what I remember was that one of the things I remember was I think they had just got new washer and dryer and stuff, and they're like, "Well, we can't even take that." And they're like, "No,
No, you
have
couldn't
to-
even move out?
You have
No.
to just crush
No
everything.
toothbrush, no nothing.
Nothing.
As-
It's very toxic here. You have to just
as-
move. They crushed it and buried it.
Asbestos is a problem once you disturb it. If once it's laid down, then, and I get this from the rehab shows and the Flip This House, once you're moving something, like if asbestos is,
Once you stop licking the walls.
but if asbestos is in the area,
But he was
and
already
you're not
born
gonna-
retarded from the mine. Look.
Lead is
But
yummy.
literally,
if you're not going to do anything, then everything's cool. But
Yeah.
if you're going to touch it, then that's when they come in and they go, you got to leave. But a washer and dryer.
well, literally, like I said, less than 100 yards from his backyard over the fence, there was a giant tailings pile of just white asbestos. It didn't
Yeah,
know
that's
what
our
it
bad.
was.
Sorry about that.
It's blowing in our face. We're outside playing in it.
Fucking digging in it.
Even when we worked in the mine, and people are so ignorant, and I still don't know what it was, but people used to think you'd wake up some mornings and you could taste sulfur in the air, just horribly. You'd be like, "Oh, the sulfur, the smelter." That's what people used to say. The smelter is running today. But then later I worked at the fucking smelter, and the smelter runs every day. They just put shitty stuff in it that day, and it fucking burned up and poisoned everybody. In the Pinal Mountains, which is right next to Globe, they did Agent Orange testing and sprayed Agent Orange all over everybody.
Oh, they tested
in the,
by
60s or 50s
implementing
or something.
it.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of people that
It's
class
the same range
action
by the
suit.
ranch. They used to do like Apache helicopter runs in the same area.
I
There was
forgot.
that bombing range.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
So-
the 70s, early 70s, Vietnam.
I think
Well,
it-
before
it was
Vietnam.
before it
That's why-
tested it.
Why wouldn't
Yeah,
they be
were
testing it?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like big class action suits. I don't know. You can Google it. I don't know. It's before my time.
Can we get in on this?
Yeah.
I already looked on it. That's what I said.
Have you checked your?
Yeah, I'm manipulative.
Because you
as
said
fuck.
you had
I
a
can't get
chest
in on
cold today.
it. Yeah.
You hadn't even smoked pot because you had a chest cold.
You know,
That might be mesothelioma caused by asbestos
or Globe.
or Agent Orange.
conspicuously absent from your story earlier was the fact that you didn't smoke pot until you got here, and maybe that may have precipitated the event.
Could
with
be,
the
but I
flip-off.
think I still have. That would have happened either way.
I know it would have happened either way, but
pretty sure. But
following the guy and
Oh no, that would have happened either way.
all right,
Yeah.
just
All of it would have happened either way. That's why I don't leave home
yeah.
as much. But yeah.
Hey,
I didn't smoke that much pot today. I did smoke from, I have to tell you too, another guy who was a fan of the podcast, Jason. I won't say his name because he's been kind of my weed guru, helping me with weed related
Like cultivation?
things. Yeah. And
Is it Lindstrom?
Yeah.
That's a county prosecutor.
That's bleep. I bleep that. Don't worry about it.
He's in another state, but he sent me some honey oil that he made.
If you
of
bleeped
weed.
it makes it sound like he actually. It was the joke was the county prosecutor selling him weed.
All right, I'll
If you
bleep.
bleep it, then it makes it sound like maybe the county prosecutor is giving.
I'll bleep this part then.
All right,
All right.
are you gonna bleep this?
Just bleep the
What
whole
about
thing.
this?
One long bleep.
You want bleep?
Anyway, I wanted to say thanks, Jason, for sending me some awesome stuff, especially with my chest cold. I can't smoke weed.
Thanks, Jason. You wanted to plug, because I didn't know it exists, because I miss shit, and Henry Phillips doesn't keep me abreast. Henry Phillips, the comedian, not my dog, who
His new,
guaranteed the Green Bay Packers. By the time you hear this, you'll know if the Green Bay Packers covered 11 points playing Green Bay in Lambeau. Because I
Playing
was
who?
Green Bay at Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Playing who?
The Lions are playing Green Bay.
My team.
Yeah, in the pool. I was sitting here making my bets on Bet Online. When I tell you I got locks of the week or I get a fucking three-team dog parlay, I had $140 left in my sportsbook account, and it's so hard to get money into offshore accounts now. Well, you have to call them, and they put it on your Visa, and the Visa declines it, and then you have to call Visa and tell them it's an offshore thing. It's like, fuck it. I'll just bet with my friends. I don't need the $10. I just want to win, and I want to be right.
You need some action to make it feel alive watching it.
Yeah, it's fun. So when I made it like I hit a three-team underdog money line parlay last week with the Panthers. San Francisco beat Atlanta, and the Colts beat Denver. And I had that as a three-team parlay. It paid like 25-1. I bet $1.47 on it. I wanted an even number. I was at that point like a 56-47. I go, I'll get it down to 155 if I bet $1.47, and I won $36. And it was
That's
a huge
good.
hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep that alive. 2 years I've been working with around $100 to start the season.
You were so excited over the smallest amounts of wins monetarily, but the idea of winning.
3 big underdogs on one parlay
fucking
ticket?
huge,
Fuck yeah.
You get so excited about those things that I always have to check myself. It's like, what the fuck? Like $30? What the fuck is that?
It's the fact that I can
know.
say I
That's
fucking I nailed that.
You did. Good job.
So what was my point? Oh, Henry Phillips. I'm in here going through my bets for this week. Detroit's playing at Lambeau. They're an 11-point dog. And I said, all right, Henry Phillips, silent dog. I said, Henry Phillips, bark once for Green Bay or Detroit, bark twice for the Lions. And then I looked at her and she went, she doesn't bark. You can make her speak for a treat, but you have to remind her how to do it. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's my lock of the week. And
Detroit over Green Bay?
No, she grown twice for Green Bay.
That's not what he said, was it?
I've corrected myself.
All right.
Point is that I put that out. Lock of the week. Henry Phillips, my dog, groaned twice. And then Paris happened. So as I'm talking shit on Twitter, I said I have to go to bed. But Green Bay was my lock of the week. Now, my lock of the week, as I go to bed, they're saying the death toll of Paris is at 153. I'm taking the under. Obviously, I shortened up the tweet. But that by the time Green Bay kicks off, the death toll will be far less than 153 because they jack up the death toll and they keep bringing it up, and it's like playing the stocks. All right, it's plateaued for the last 3 hours. It's been at 153. Now it's going to go down, and now a lot of people are going to have to eat crow and say, you're right, Doug Stanhope. You saved at least 14 lives of people that were dead and came back to life.
Except for the ones that are actually injured and will die later.
Right. Last I saw it was down to 129. We'll see what it is by kickoff tomorrow.
All right. We're all hopeful people.
Yeah.
Well, we want Doug to be right.
And this segues into Henry Phillips, the comedian. That's how I got off topic.
Yeah, I was asking you guys if you saw the new Henry's Kitchen.
Henry's Kitchen. If you don't watch that on YouTube, Henry Phillips does this cooking show.
Brilliant.
Oh, see, you did have something to add in for cooking show.
Wow, you could have.
We could have segued
right
this whole fucking thing.
Oh, and I
Smooth
left.
as shit. You walked away for a drink. The bottle's always calling Chad back.
I thought you guys were fags. Sorry. I should have stayed.
Turns out.
Henry Phillips, Henry's Kitchen.
On YouTube.
It's brilliant.
New video is Veggie Turducken, I believe. And it's fucking fantastic.
Veggie turducken. That's where they put a chicken inside a goose inside of a turkey.
Yes.
Duck.
And
Duck.
Or duck, yeah.
And this is the vegetarian version.
All right. So, yeah, look at Henry's Kitchen, Henry Phillips on YouTube. Get a couple of other things I found in the viewer mail and gift pile that I was cleaning out. And this one never took off, where I said, just send me a postcard with a tweet. It can only be 140 characters.
Yeah.
And it never took off, but this finally showed up. And it just says, was being too loud and using the word fuck too frequently. In my opinion, if the word fuck is offensive to you, then either you should.
Stops.
Yeah.
Just
Beautiful.
Starts awkwardly, stops awkwardly. And that's via Par Avion.
Yeah, that's from
by
the UK.
email.
Really? Let me see that.
And it's a good postcard too. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. And
This is vintage. It feels like almost.
and this is, I think we mentioned this Earwig Factory. I think I was just blowing through shit.
You did.
Well, oh fuck, this is gonna get me on a tangent that I can't do yet.
Look at that.
Just save it for later.
No. I'll save the tangent. But this turns out I got 2 letters with the same package. One has this graffiti art, but they're both, I guess, from the same band. I kind of perused them. But these 2
Let's see.
CDs are Whiskey Girl and Nowhere Man jamming with this band called Phoenix Casual, right? Phoenix Casual is the name of the band, and they have old shit starting from 2003 up of jams they recorded with Whiskey Girl and Nowhere Man.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm fucking glad I actually stopped for a second. You made $500 and we have priceless
2 in a row.
I'm gonna start double checking your mailbag before I leave here.
Or your trash can.
Start shopping in Bisbee thrift stores at least.
We should we should hit some police beat. Hey, thank you, Phoenix Casual. Well, I got to get these to Bingo, and yeah, they're doing a Whiskey Girl benefit right now in tonight as we speak for the Lupus Foundation. And don't support that shit. That's not fucking what Whiskey Girl would have wanted. I'll get off on this later, but Whiskey Girl didn't even want, I knew she had lupus, but I didn't know it was not public. So I made a joke when we did that benefit for fucking animals. By trade out belly button for animals surgery thing. And I mentioned she had fucking lupus, and she's like, oh, fuck, don't say that.
That's not,
So, we'll get off. Yeah, remind me for the next podcast.
I have a lupus story, too, so I'll write it down.
Yeah, Whiskey Girl would not want to be known for fucking lupus. Her music, their music. I almost fucking told, I'll save it. I'll fucking save it.
That's a good fight. It's a good fight, but save it.
Yeah, I know, but I wish I had more of the people that have... anyway,
it's the post Hedberg death where they had the
golf
charity.
Yeah, that turns out that even Shawcroft said, well, Hedberg loved playing golf with his dad. He didn't himself, but
something no one else would have known.
Yeah. So I was wrong on that. It's really good.
What?
Yeah,
the Fonz is wrong. Wow.
All right, we'll be right back with the. Oh. Shit, I gotta do a commercial and no, we're gonna come back with the police beat. Yeah. Maybe we'll do something at this break, or Chaille will make one of those sounds. Hey, if you're coming to Bisbee, and a lot of people tweet me that they are, if you're not a comic, I don't really pay that much attention. But if you are staying here, the rule still stands. If you're coming to Bisbee, stay at the Shady Dell if it's available, and I will step away from my book and come have a beer with you. Even Ichabod says, yay on the Shady Dell. TheShadyDell.com, TheShadyDell.com. It's a vintage trailer park. Trailers done to the nines just like it's 1958. You're going to love it. I will come down. I'll have cocktails with you. Maybe we burn a steak. I don't know. But stay there. If you're in town and I'm in town, I will see you there. And now back to the podcast, already in drudgery. All right, let's just. This is advertising. This is the ad that you get, because I don't know what the fuck this means. Because this is all. Thank God Jobi's here. Otherwise, thank God you're fucking great at Death Pool. Necronomicon Suh.
Necronomicon Suh.
Yes, it's a play on Necronomicon Suh, the defensive tackle of the Miami Dolphins, formerly Detroit Lions.
And the Book of the Dead from Evil Dead, Necronomicon.
Necronomicon.
Yes.
Yes, Suh, S-U-H.
Yes.
Yeah, first of all, good luck finding that shit. Just rewind and hear what Jobi just said and Google it. But that's the name of the team on Celebrity Death Pool. He wants us to advertise his team because a lot of people, like, we do the one, my B team. Like, you want to play with Stanhope, you can play with Stanhope.
Yeah.
But you can only take so many people. This guy wants people to join his league on Celebrity Death Pool. And for no money.
Does he say that? Really? No
money?
Money?
He says join the league and entice listeners to join the league for fun. Everyone's invited to join. He gives out prizes and random shit to the winners of his pool, but he doesn't play for money. He lives in Puerto Rico, but he's not Puerto Rican. He's evidently a transplant of some kind.
Yeah.
And he says he listens to the podcast, and it feels like he has family and friends. And I don't know why he wants us. He's not. This ad is getting less money than you, Chad Shank. But we do respect him because I think he kicked our ass last year. His team
he did. Yeah,
beat the fuck out of us last year.
And that's why, when Chaille brought this up to me, I thought he was just hedging it. All right, so he wants more people to be in his league.
I think he's buying friends. Well, and you know what? I'll plug that.
Yeah,
he's all alone in Puerto Rico.
Well, if he was smart about it, it's like fantasy baseball, Yahoo.
Which I think he's being. I think he's being very smart about it.
He watches all that POV porn.
So you can.
I want you to look at me when you suck my dick on the U porn.
Yeah. So everyone pays $50 to get in, and then he clips 5% off the top and still makes money. But he's not doing that, obviously, by this letter.
Well, I think there might be a
Cut.
Point
You
is,
still have to join through the regular ranks of joining Celebrity Death Pool.
Yeah, but we don't make money off that.
Yeah, but there's nothing over and above like a regular joining of a funeral home.
go
right?
to
It's for prestige.
Yes.
He's a prestigious funeral home who has
All right.
beaten
and
the
he's-
Vulture Club.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's been kicking ass.
Chad's
Yeah.
behind it,
Yeah.
and he doesn't even know there's an
well, you don't know
addendum in
this
there.
part. He says, I'll also throw in an extra $50 each if you, Chad, and or Stanhope, this is to Chaille evidently,
And no
join
one
the
wants
league.
me.
No, you're not a regular. You fucking disappeared to Oklahoma. Everyone forgot you.
All right, thanks.
The
buddy.
league is
I
up
appreciate
now for
that.
people to join and launches on the standard day, January 15th. So the league is up now at Stanhope Celebrity Death Pool. Go and find
Necronomicon Suh.
that's
Sue.
that's the
It's
team, or the
SUH.
funeral home
Yeah.
is still the site nomenclature.
That is.
Yeah.
Necronomicon.
And if you have any problems with that, please feel free to email necronomiconsuh@gmail.com. Good luck.
Wait, hold on. There's a Twitter account there too. Want to read that?
Where
It's at Necronomicon.
Yes.
Jesus, don't you have fucking some alias that makes it easy for people to find you?
I'll put it
Yeah.
in the show notes. That spells it out.
Anyway, yeah, the guy wants you to,
It's at
Join-
Necronomicon Suh.
because you can't join mine. We're full. So join his and see if you kick our ass next year. Because, 2016, we're going to own it again. We're coming back strong.
This is the first freelance ad that we've gotten.
Yeah, it's weird. I said no initially, but yeah, I recognize the name from our own failure.
I had to buy new cables and these.
I'm not going to be a bad sport about it.
I had to buy some equipment. This helps.
All right, let's get right to Chad Shank with the police beat. Did you want a minute to read them over? They're right in front of you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I guess I should have told you.
No,
we're doing
they're
that.
all the wrong way. I just have to turn to the right page.
break.
Oh,
break.
You see, you kept
I know,
doing
I keep
this.
doing this.
That looks like
Yeah,
you're
it's-
opening a newspaper.
Okay,
I thought you were trying to get me to go to the police beat breaks ago, and you're doing this.
You're right. You're right.
This
Yeah.
one usually works good.
I don't want to cut, but I
Well,
guess
yeah,
I
you
do.
cut.
Let's.
Just say we
Here,
need to go
here,
to
how about
break.
this? How about
What do you
this?
think? It's going to sound less professional
Does
if you
this
just go,
does
hey,
this
let's
look
go to
better?
break first.
This looks like stop the jack off.
Chaille has some fantasy
That
world
would
where
be
he's,
appropriate.
he's back in terrestrial
All this is.
radio where he started. And
Hey, I have a problem already.
I know. We're gonna.
I don't know which one's my last one.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, let's take a break because we got
That's
to
why
watch.
Chaille needed a break. Oh, I get it.
Please hold. All right, now we're going to hit the mean streets of Bisbee because Paris is not the only city in trouble. This city lives in turmoil. Every week in the Bisbee Observer, which you can subscribe to, it doesn't matter where you live. Look up Bisbee Observer online and you can get the Bisbee Observer with all the hot Bisbee news once weekly, highlighted by the back page, which is the police beat. And these are all horrifying tales of the mean streets of Bisbee. And our own crime reporter out there in the field, Chad Shank with the Bisbee Police Beat. What's going on now, Chad? How bad has it gotten?
A real skunk, not an apparition, chased the entire ghost tour group at Taylor Avenue and Opera Drive.
How did they know it wasn't an apparition?
I don't know. You know what? We don't have Ghostbusters down here. We don't have any kind of those Ghostbusters. I just did a real life Elmer Fudd. Well, you know, the Ghost Tour is one of our few tourist attractions down here. You know, skunk apparition or not, we should fucking solve this problem. But it's going to take resources, and you're going to have to give up some of your liberty in order to get safety.
How does a ghost tour apply for a license, a business license?
I don't know if they have those here yet.
Well, eventually there will be. But how do you get a business that is basically just fucking
Lying?
scamming people? It's fucking scamming. It's like selling invisible beer.
If you fucking eliminate them, you'll have to eliminate the church.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. What else is going on, Chad?
A daughter from Elfrida advised her mother was not in a right state of mind.
What daughter is?
This could only go to bad places.
Where's Elfrida from here?
That's where we used to get mushrooms, where Bingo was soft raped.
Yeah.
I could bring you to the place.
So that's the least of their worries.
Right. Right. The soft rape didn't make the paper. But the
I think
not in
my
the right
mom's,
mind.
Yeah, my mom's acting weird.
Yeah, she's all happy and shit. I don't know what to do with her.
There's a limp I'm suspicious of.
Go ahead, Chad Shank, still out there in your blue UN helmet. I picture him as he stands across the bar. And his flak jacket.
A foul smell coming from the neighbors prompted a call on West Vista.
That's not too far from here.
What? Yeah, that's where the trick-or-treaters go.
That's where
Up and down the park.
Farmer's market.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot
Hippies.
of... Yeah. There's a smell of despair.
I'm downwind of the
Lots of foul
hippies.
smells.
What
You know
foul
what?
smell?
Farmer's market, that's what it is. Farmer's market takes... That farmer's market here has like cantaloupes and everything.
Papaya.
Butternut squash.
Where are you fucking growing papaya, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Really? And that was a woman I was talking
Alpacas.
Yeah, that one guy has every single type of.
Yeah.
This is not local grown. This is not fucking
to. Well, the one
farm to table.
The one Asian gal, I bought a mango, and then I looked on it. There was a tag on it. What? You got your own fucking tags?
sticker.
That fucking fruit sticker? Are
They're
you
marking
fucking
them up from
serious?
Safeway.
Well, it didn't say Safeway, but there was a barcode. I'm like, you're fucking
She
incorporated?
She runs it over a fake scanner and goes beep with her mouth.
Well, it sounds official.
Yeah, so what the farmer's market is doing is they're smearing this in manure to make it seem like it's
Legit.
fresh grown, and the Vista people are complaining. That's the Beverly Hills. The Vista is the Beverly Hills. It's 2 streets.
I know.
West Vista, East Vista. And yeah, they complain about smells. Here, we welcome them. Back to you. Chad Shank in the field. What do you have for us?
A man put his wallet and iPhone on top of his car and drove away from Safeway. He stated he saw an elderly male subject in his 50s around his car at the time of the incident, who is always in the parking lot and is usually not happy.
You know what? Unhappy people. That's our black people.
Didn't they shoot that guy?
Yeah.
There's a lot of unhappy
all
people.
right.
Yeah, they did shoot.
Especially in Safeway parking
Actually,
lots. I mean, no
you
one's
read that
happy there.
description. I'm looking at Doug, thinking you fit that. Unhappy in the Safeway parking lot.
I'm
Elderly
usually happy
guy?
at Safeway. I'm usually that's a
Not
good part of
going
my
in
day.
because you're gonna
No.
run into Brokey or someone. You fucking
Yeah, no, I
you
yell in the
dodging.
car, but once I go in, I put on a fake
All right.
half smile.
Your story holds for now.
Oh, back to you, Chad.
In Hereford, a woman was trying to steal a box of candy from the person reporting and his daughter. It was the daughter's fundraiser chocolate.
You know what? It's weak. It's almost like stealing candy from a child.
It's not even real candy. It's fucking. It's that shit. It looks like a Toblerone.
World's finest
Yes,
chocolate.
yeah, world's finest.
Bullshit.
But by
First
what
of all, what is this?
determination?
This was in the box of shit people sent to us, and it's called Monster Candy.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a lot of them.
They're great boxes.
Have
though.
you? Yeah, they're really cool boxes, and you know it's going to taste like candy cigarettes.
Yeah.
which
That-
is not.
No,
That's
no,
exactly what I
hold on a
pictured
second.
when you saw it.
When
you
you
pulled
get
out.
it, when you open it, you think it's going to
Candy
be
cigarettes.
It looks like it's going to be gum, but it ends up being candy cigarettes.
Well, it's colored like Pez, so I like.
Yeah.
Oh, I want Pez, but I know that's going to be.
Oh no, it's
candy
a total
cigarettes.
letdown. The best
It's
thing,
wicked
I
bad.
ate some chalk earlier. I'm good.
the best thing, the best thing is the box. The best thing is the box.
Well, I'm going to leave them out.
Same with this podcast.
Sorry.
Packaging, the packaging is way
Go
better
ahead,
than the
Chad Shank, out in the field with the police beat.
A suspicious male subject who parked on High Lonesome at Double Adobe Road looked like he was up to no good.
This is a time, and I have to keep in mind Paris. Let's not forget praying for Paris. It's time for hypervigilance. So if you see someone out on High Lonesome Road, High Lonesome Road says it all, and they look like they're up to no good, what are they doing in the fucking desert? High Lonesome Road is, you know where Double Adobe and High Lonesome Road is? They used to have a steakhouse here. It's like, what are they?
Why are you out there? Yeah.
Yeah. What is he building in there?
Everybody is suspicious.
So
at High
much of the
Lonesome
police
Road.
beat, you just know all these nervous Nellies and all these dark houses on these streets. They just sit there. You go, is that house abandoned? No, there's a woman peering. Some guy drove up my street and then down my street. That doesn't seem right. Shouldn't he be in an internment camp? Don't we have those for the Browns?
The Browns. I thought you meant a person called their last name the Browns. I get it now.
Back to Chad Shank. Let's wrap up this police beat.
Finally, Doug, the hospital advised a female patient left the premises in a hospital gown and with an IV still in her arm, bag and all. They asked the police to locate her and bring her back so that they can remove the IV.
Bring me back my bag! That's my bag, lady! She just took off with my bag! And the roller! I use that as a coat rack in the break room! Give me back my bag!
It's interesting. The only thing they're interested in getting back is the equipment, not the welfare. Like, why was she there?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm assuming it was a regular.
Well, we'll get it back when she comes back. She'll be dragging it behind her.
Hey, Kelly, your usual? Thanks. Yeah, jack me up. No, these veins are all shut down. You're going to have to get me in the shoulder.
Actually, we've already got the vein popped. You just need to switch the bag, which I've been dragging behind.
Take out the needle real quick and throw in the bag needle.
I don't even need your cart. I stole a Safeway cart to put my IV bag in.
All right. Thank you, Jobi at Stanhope's
CDP.
CDP.
Stanhope's CDP.
Yes.
And at HD Fatty for Chad Shank. And Ggreg Chaille is at Ggreg Chaille. CHAILLE. And I'm at Doug Stanhope. And fuck Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. It's more fun. Bye.
Play the Mattoid.
Party time. Party time. Party time. Party time. Drink your drinks and eat your eats. It's party time. Laugh your laughs and heat your heats. It's party time. Smile your smiles and blue your blues. It's party time. Dance your dance and shoe your shoes. It's party time. Howl your howls and suck your socks. It's party time. Yeah. Oh baby, grab your craps and fuck your fucks. It's party time. Grab your craps and fuck your fucks. It's party time. Everybody, grab your craps and fuck your fucks. It's party time. One more. Grab your craps and fuck your fucks. It's party time. Here we go. Party time. Yeah. Party time. Party time. Yeah. Party time. 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 Party time.